Another day here at DBO. We got Nick and his car visiting. If you guys don't know Nick's car, it's a 86 E30 sedan with an M52 B28 swap. Pretty cool car, track ready. He's having intermittent misfire issues that we can't seem to track down. And it's not misfiring today, so we're not gonna work on that. What we are gonna work on is this thing and this guy's car.
What's up, everybody?
Tell people a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do?
My name's Ham. I'm a guy. I own this Touring, and it's got a HE53 drivetrain, but not an actual HE53 drivetrain. It's a M60 B40 6-speed for a Touring drivetrain in Europe that's in the States, so I'm putting it in a Touring. It should be cool.
And you guys all know Hamish, that was fun. But Hamish is here today. We're continuing on the trend of getting our friends to finish their project cars. So if you guys saw yesterday's video, we got Zach's Daytona Violet E36 running and back on the road. So linking up here, if you didn't see it, go watch it. But today we're gonna try to get that. Hamish's car is definitely gonna be a taller order, but we're gonna see what we can do. So I'm gonna get a little acquainted with it before we do that. But before that, people want to know, Hamish, what have you been doing?
Nothing. I'm trying to find a job, and
So you had a job interview today. Where'd you get a job interview?
It was a scam. It was a multi-level marketing, like
Fuckers.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Fuckers. But he has been doing some filming for John.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
let's go.
bit.
I saw some collector stuff.
Yeah. So we filmed. We're doing like a making a manifold series, and just trying to figure out stuff to pay the bills.
Nice.
So it should be good.
And that, if you guys don't know, is probably the plan with this thing. Hamish might fall in love with it and keep it, but what would be the smarter financial move?
This is a rent cover.
Would be build this, make it somewhat nice, and cash in. So we're making sure that he can cash in. So it looks like he's moved immediately over to the DME box. I remember him saying something about that there was a little bit of mix up between what was in the 530 already and what we had left with the harness. This engine the B40 came with a harness on it, but we didn't really know how things go together. So we'll probably do some looking there, go look at other cars, and then go back. And the drive shaft was making some noises when we were coming in.
But there is a drive shaft, which is the big update.
It's
the custom drive shaft's in.
Nice. It seems like it's bolted to the diff, but not bolted to the trans.
It's one bolt on the diff, and then it's got the center support, and then nothing on the trans.
Nice.
So it's sitting there. But
cool.
It's pretty good.
So we'll get on that, and then Hamish doesn't have a shifter. There's still an automatic shifter in there, but I have solved that problem. He doesn't know that yet, that there's a shifter, but we have a shifter. He knows now because he's here. And then there's also no interior. I don't know how far we're gonna get on interior stuff today. I think we should work on getting it to drive. I think that would be an awesome goal. We're a little wary of the gas tank. You haven't pulled it apart yet, right? So if you guys can see in there, we'll take that cover off. We'll check the fuel in there. It's probably all the way toast, and we're gonna figure out draining and cleaning, but maybe we'll get lucky. Anyway, I want to talk with Hamish, see what kind of game plan he wants to make for what we should attack first, and we will go from there. All right, we are in the air.
We're in the thick of it.
We've decided power steering lines are the next move.
There's like this one which kind of swoops around, and I haven't really ever figured out how it goes.
I think it goes
on that back one.
Yeah, behind that other one.
Behind the other one.
This goes on the back one?
This one. There. Up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not showing you guys anything. You're welcome. I'll be back. All right. A little while later, we got a power steering pump with lines on it. We tried to switch to a different power steering reservoir. Jesus, what does these ones go to?
Those are the little ones.
There's multiple little ones?
Yeah.
Where does the other little one go?
I don't know. I was saying just fuck it. You know, if we just cap it.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. We were trying to switch to the standard plastic reservoirs, but all of those have the outlets and inlets, whatever you want to call it, the nipples, on the bottom, whereas we need this kind of setup in order to reach where we're going. So we're gonna run it back in and just cap those small lines that wrap all the way around the engine on 530s, and then maybe they're used for other things on cars with SLS and, you know, EDC and stuff. But making moves. I found a radiator. I believe this is out of an early E39 or an early E38, because the outlets and everything are in the right spot, but the nipple for the expansion tank comes straight this way instead of going this way, because the expansion tank in an E34 V8 is back here, just like a 535, and in an E34 or E38 and E39 it's right here. So maybe we can pull that nipple out, spin it, and stick it back in. If not, we'll figure out something, or maybe we'll look for another radiator. But the hoses are in the correct location. Nick knocked out his drive shaft bolted.
Yeah.
No, he lowered it before I got the rear ones on. They're on hand tight. I needed them.
I got them done.
Oh, you got them done.
Mm-hmm.
So drive shaft's on.
On
the rear, on the diff.
Guibo bolts.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need Guibo bolts. We don't have them. Or
Yeah, we need Guibo nuts. We have the bolts.
we found the bolts. We don't have nuts. Okay. So we gotta find that. We have a brake booster plumbed. I was starting to work on the hot block here and looking for stuff, and then I couldn't figure out where my beer was, so I left. And then I realized we hadn't filmed in a while, so I picked up the camera, and that's where we are. Bam.
Bam.
Car's on the ground. Hamish is out of time for today, so we're gonna push it back outside. But we made some serious progress. I neglected to show you guys, but let me see if I can get rid of all that.
That's like the biggest deal.
The fuel pump right there. Nick pulled all the stuff out there. There is no rust in the tank. The pump itself looks great. We didn't put power to the car and test anything, but it all looked great. There's, I would say, 5 gallons in there at most, and it smells like not good fuel, but it's not all fucked up. It's Hamish lucked on that one for a car that's been sitting for 7 years.
Yeah, it's in way better condition than I thought it was.
So Hamish got the header on the driver's side in. I think we have a good grasp on wiring. Zach's Calypso E34, which is a 530 swapped with a B40, has the same wiring setup. My black car that you guys just watched me finish has a completely different ECU wiring setup. So who knows? But we're good there. Hamish did a little working on shifter stuff.
Oh, I got power steering fully hooked up too.
Oh yeah, you're able to like tee that off and stuff? Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's got power steering and caps for the...
I didn't cap that yet.
Okay.
Just let it be a slow drain.
I don't think it'd be that slow. And Nick found nuts for the drive shaft for the Guibo bolts, and that's all bolted in.
Yep.
So I think this thing is a solid-ish day away from
Very close.
from starting.
It's really close.
The clutch lines and the shifter are going to be the next step
Yep.
for drivability.
Anyway, we're gonna push this thing out. Well, it's the next day. Didn't really do anything else the other day. Just got more bad news from eBay. My account is permanently suspended. I am never allowed to sell on eBay again for the rest of my life, and it is against their policies to tell me why. So, yeah, more on that in other videos. I don't want to like put that more in here. But anyway, next day, we didn't really do anything more in Hamish's car. Just pushed it back outside. I am in the Cheater X5, just running over to Zach's. I'm selling him an LTW front splitter, if you can see that. And yeah, you know, just trying to make money, surviving. But I don't think we did quite enough on Hamish's car for a video, so I'm gonna do a little bit of work on my E34 so we can maintain this as an E34 video. All right, back to more positive things. Let's work on this car some more. This is the Drift E34, poor man's HE53, whatever you want to call it. What I work on first is bye-bye to this white nose panel so they can go back on my M5. I actually picked up a black one off of a car outside yesterday, so I'm gonna grab that and then bring it in, we'll put it down. All right, much more ratty, that's what I like. So, got the M5 one off. If you guys wonder how these are on, there's these, that clip there, and that clip there on the top. that you just kind of pull up on and then pull forward. And there's these two clips that are on the bottom. You can just go through there and just kind of push like down with a screwdriver to get it to pull loose. And then same thing, got that tab there that needs to push down and come out. And that tab there. And that's it. And that pulls off the nose panel. Just put it over there for now. And then the grills just have these little like screw clamp things. You just unscrew those and that little part doesn't spread and comes back out. There's 4 of those. One there, one there, one there, one there. Oh, and there's a screw in that corner that ties it into the fender. But cool. Nose panel off. Next thing, this part comes from a subscriber, but somebody noticed in the first video on this car that our throttle bushing shit was smoked. Like there's nothing, it's just all crappy and crappy. So somebody said something to fix that. I'll pull it in a second. So Duncan, subscriber, generously reached out and asked if I needed bushings and sent me this set. There's another one in there. This Garagistic aluminum throttle body bushing set. So how this works is, well, first we gotta get all this old shit off here. So let me get that off. All right. So this part threads on. So what you do is you loosen this. You can pull the throttle back, and you can pull it that way, and then stick it over it. It has a little slot in it, if you can see right there, and that fits over the throttle cable part, and then you just screw that into it, or actually screw this onto the throttle cable, is easier. And then you set it right so that there's not slack here, but it's not holding the throttle open. And then on this side, you can see there, you take snap ring pliers and just install the snap ring into the little groove, and you're done. It's about as easy as it gets. So Jason's gonna go buy a car. Also, we're working on the idle air control valve. I went and snagged another one. So this is the one out of the car, and if you notice when I go like this, there's no noise. This one, there's noise. So I think this one's gonna work fine. The you can clean these. You can spray like, you know, penetrating fluid or like grease or something in there. It's just a little thing that needs to open and close back in there. But the reason I didn't just do that to the old one is because that had like an open circuit fault. So I think that one's like actually like fried. So we're gonna try this one and see if our idle's a little better. So I'm gonna throw that in and we'll see what's up. I don't know if you can hear me, but it seems to be idling great, and it's plugged in and it revs. So I think we're pretty good there. So keep fixing little stuff. I'm gonna turn the car back off. All right. Next thing is to get some wheels together. So I'm not going to have you guys watch me go get wheels, but I'm gonna take you outside and show you the wheels that I'm gonna grab for it, and we will be all set up. I think that's it. I'm pretty confident in the car from there, but yeah, it's the drift day thing kind of seems like it's not going to be as good. It was supposed to be Saturday, and we were trying to get 40 people, and we would rent the track, and at 40 people it would be $50 a person, so pretty cheap. The track wants $2,000. Simple math. The reason we would do that is IMI, where we go for like the open day stuff, it's close to us, is it's open to everybody Monday through Friday, but it's only reserved for events or track rentals on Saturday and Sunday. So I think we're just going to be going on Friday instead, and there's going to be way less people, and we just pay our $100. But then it's not, we're not responsible for somebody's track rental, so there'll actually be track workers there running it, and I don't know, it should be better. We're still going to go, but it might be harder to get like Zach to go and Nick to go and stuff, so we're going to do our best. But we might be doing another track thing that weekend at a different track that isn't drifting, so stay tuned for that weekend. But let's go outside, and I'll see the wheel. I think there's 6 wheels that I want to snag for this car. So before I show you those wheels though, I remembered I got a new car today. So it's a 1988 735 IL. The guy that I sell my cats to, Jesus, this thing is destroying my jacket. But he bought this at auction, cut the cats off it, and asked if I wanted any parts, and I said, maybe. And then he was just like, hey, you can just buy the whole thing for $500. I was like, well, I'll come check it out. So look at how minty this interior is. The car has 130,000 miles on it. There's no key. He said he got it to run, but it ran out of gas maybe after he did that. But the leather's like still soft and nice. So I don't know, it's like really nice stuff. So I'm super into this car. So it's probably not savable, don't have a title, but it's got a nice B35 in it. The doors don't work. Oh, maybe he didn't close the door. Maybe I can get in there. He didn't close the door, I can get in there. I need to find some sort of cover for this window so that we don't ruin it in there, because it's really nice. But check it out, it's like it's all here and it's like unmolested. It's just dusty. Like this thing would clean up great. So another B35 to have around. I'm not going to complain about that. It's a nice car. So got that. And the reason I ended up buying it when I went to go check it out is there is an LSD in it. I haven't searched yet. This is an 88, so it's either a 391, a 410, or a 427 medium case LSD, but they work in E34s, so super cool. But what we came out here for, another B35 car. So I bought this white one a while back. I showed it to you guys. So we're gonna snag these BBS wheels. I don't know what they are. They're ET10s. They're aggressive wheels, but I only have 2 of them, so we'll take those. They have tires with decent tread, but that are dry rotted. So hopefully they last a little bit of time. I think if we do some proper heating of the tires before we try to destroy them, they might not delaminate. I learned that watching a Chris Rudnick video, actually. Don't learn a lot of stuff from Ricer Miata, but I did that day. And then we have these style 61 wheels. These are 16s off of a E38. These are actually what I have on my 5-lug swapped E30 inside. And yeah, I don't own this car anymore. I sold this car, but I still own the wheels. So they got to come off anyway. So take those off, and that'll be another 6 wheels for us. And then I'm thinking I take the rear wheels off of the E34 in there. The turbines that I took off the other car and put on. Put those up front so that I won't have the 255s up front. That it shouldn't rub as much on the inside, like on the frame rail and stuff. And then I'll have those 6 wheels to run in the back. So that should be enough for a day of drifting. Maybe I'll bring a few more, but yeah. So I really think we're ready at this point. So it's cold. I want to go inside. Oh, one thing I noticed. I was watching the last video. It was the last video on the E34 drift car, actually, and it was real choppy. So I've reset the camera settings on my phone to see if we can make that go away. But If not, I'm gonna have to figure out something else because the video quality is not where I want it to be. So, but thanks guys, I appreciate you. Please like the video, especially if you stayed till the end. The likes really help, comments really help. Please subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends, and have a great day.